Game tonight. I think pretty much all football fans will. It's a very good question about Chelsea and Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho loves Chelsea and made it very clear that it was a falling out with the owner of Chelsea, Roman Abramovich, that meant that he left when he went in 2007. The question is Roman Abramovich really going to go to Jose Mourinho and say, please, please, please come back? And the man is a very rich, very powerful, very wealthy guy who doesn't have any qualms about sacking people, about moving on, about next. So that's the only question I would say about Jose Mourinho going back maybe to Chelsea. Why don't we find out what a Chelsea fan thinks? Etinoza is joining us on the phone from Nigeria. Hello, Etinoza.
Hello, Georgie. Hello, Leroy. Hello, Efan.
Hi, Etinoza.
Hello. Etinoza, do you think Jose Mourinho will go back to Chelsea?
From a personal perspective, Georgie, you can't have two captains on a ship. And two big egos would never do well in an institution. I wouldn't really think that Abramovich will want to let him back. I see him going to Man City if there will be an opportunity for him to come back to the Premier League.
And would that be against your wishes, as in you see him going to City? Would you prefer him back at Chelsea? Would that be your choice?
Exactly, Georgie. I would really like to see him come to Chelsea. I think all Chelsea fans remember how he brought back the glory, how at least he brought back, not back, but he definitely reinstated some form of pride in the London club, especially after a very long time. But the fact still remains that behind the scenes, there was a lot that happened between him and Roman. And I don't think Roman would like to go through all that again. But if he comes back to the bridge, I'm sure there'll be loads of Chelsea fans really celebrating.
Problem is, Etinoza, if Mourinho doesn't come back to the bridge, who goes to Stamford Bridge? Let's presume Rafa Benitez is the interim manager. He doesn't get a look in on the job past the end of the season. And Jose Mourinho is not going back to Chelsea. Who is a good candidate for Chelsea?
You really put me on the spot there. That's quite a difficult question to answer because I don't really know any manager who is out of the job right now who could fit into the shoes. But you might be surprised that if Benitez does get his act together in the last 10 games, he might still be able to carry on because I just have the feeling this stories are beginning to really get they're really blowing it out, might be blowing it out of proportion because Jose knows he's coming to England next season, but he doesn't know whether he'll be going to Chelsea. I don't know what the rumors are, but I strongly feel that these rumors are somewhat being blown out of proportion. I don't really think Roman will want to deal with what happened before he left. If you would permit me, I was just going to speak about Efan Ekoku and what your team over there is doing as regards bringing the Nations Cup and merging what the Nations Cup is doing and your Chelsea players. It was a good package you had early on today with Daniel Amokachi and having a recap of what many of the Nigerian players have been able to achieve. And we've waited for that trophy for such a long time down here, and we're really happy it's come. I know Efan is there in the studio, and he must have been in South Africa. And what the thing we saw was that we can't build a team from the local sides. We can't take a couple of the local players, merge them with the ones who have experience in Europe, and at the end of the day get a better finished product. Kashi was really angry because the FA didn't treat him with respect. There was already talks of him, of the FA even having a sack letter ready for him when they heard that the Ivory Coast were going to meet Nigeria, and some of the NFF players had booked a flight back to Nigeria, which has really left a sour taste in the mouth of the man at the helm of affairs. But he's gone on to give the Football Federation a second chance, and I hope this time they'll get their act together.
You're right. It was a fantastic win, of course, for Nigeria. As you said, it was long overdue. It's been nearly 20 years since we won in '94. I was really pleased for Stephen and for Daniel Amokachi that they managed to not only get together a group of good players from the local league, 6 players who were based at home, mix them with guys who are doing well in Europe and win, which was, I think, beyond anybody's expectation. And you're right. Yeah, I'm sure that the NFA had a sacking letter, if you like, ready for him. if they've not managed to succeed. It's nice to see that Stephen actually changed his mind after deciding to resign, and hopefully we'll go on to bigger and better things, not only for the Cup of Nations in 2 years' time, but first of all qualify for the World Cup in Brazil next year. So what can I say? Fantastic performance, and having two Chelsea players as well for you, obviously that was even sweeter. So hopefully we'll